All set? Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Yay! Let's stand. Welcome, welcome, every guest. Welcome to our music fest. Okay. Oh, so nice to see you. And I'm doing Zoom again tonight after about a month away, so maybe if you could all pass by the Zoom and wave to Zoom people, if there's anybody there. So just wave right now, and your other hand, and then take your hand to your head to your ear to your shoulder, and pull on it a little bit. And just hold it there for a few minutes. I've read that 20 seconds is a good stretch and breathe. Breathe into the belly. Thank you, Freddie. Okay, great. And then other side. And breathe. Great. And just let that hand sort of just weight that head. Maybe a little more. And a little more. Great. Gently come up so you don't get dizzy. Good. All right. Ooh. And let's jog a little in place. And feel your thighs, and feel your feet, and feel your pelvis. Okay, good. And just do a little rock and rolling around and round and round and the other way. Some people call the pelvis the opposite diaphragm. You got that shape. Great. Now let's put your hands under your armpits and breathe in by moving your hands out. Good. And we might do a little exercise. Would you get in quickly, as fast as you can, and you'll need a little space, in groups of 4. So you can come up here, and you can come in front of the camera so that the camera can see what some of you are doing. Good, and you're going to have a central person, so 4. There's some, they need another 2 over there. Great. Oh, very good. So you're going to have yes, just come on in. Because we can have 2 people on your back. What you're going to do is the central person, so you pick one person will be the guinea pig, and put your hands on your pecs. On your pecs. Now, one person is going to put their hand, and you should ask them, is it okay if I touch you? If you don't want to be touched, then
let's rotate.
Go, yeah. So one person on this side. So one person, who's your guinea pig?
Yeah, very.
All right, one person on that side, yes. Now another person on this side.
And then somebody else on the back.
Yes, and the other person, put your hands on your back. All right. Right. So here, and your back. And yes, you can have 2 people on the back. Now the person standing with their hands in the middle, they're going to feel that inhale here, push here, and then everybody should feel some push out in the sides and in the back. Take a breath in. Feel it? Now, the person in the middle, and you can all sing this. You can sing, I love to sing. Sing that, please.
I love to sing.
And what the people in the center, the people on the sides, you're going to feel a little resistance. So if you feel on the ribs, I love to sing, you want to not do that. You want to push out. I love to sing. At the convention, the people that had their fists under the armpits said, oh, I feel that going in. And so the clinician said to the person in the middle, work on it. Okay, so you're going to work on it. All right, take another breath in and sing.
I love to sing.
And do you feel in the back, do you feel some resistance? Good. Switch places. Another guinea pig in the middle. And you can have two people on the back. Ready? Two people on you're gonna, yes. And you're gonna be on the pecs. The singer is gonna put on the pecs. Ready? And here we go. Breathe in. So you should feel the push out here, an expansion in the back, and the pecs, and sing.
I love to sing.
Keep those out. Did they succeed? Did you feel them go in? Do that again, please. Breathe in, and... Yes, and you can relax your belly. You don't have to do this. Yes, relax your belly. Now, I know the reason, if you watch, number one, you don't want to push your belly in because you just shoved your diaphragm up. And our job is to take our diaphragm. Oh, could you move just, Lauren? Thank you. Just wanted to show that. Hello at home. So you're going to not use your belly to pull in because you just shoved your diaphragm up, and our job is to keep our diaphragm down as long as we can. I love to, and we're going to keep that down, and yes, it'll start to ascend a little bit, but we don't want whoosh. The other thing about maybe even the belly pushing out, if you ever go to the opera and you see all these people, especially little midriff things and guys in little vests and they're half naked, you never see them going. It's very stable. It's very stable. But it's not tight. Don't grip it. Everybody grip your stomach. Now, where do you feel it? And you hear it right here. So you don't want that grip in the belly. But it's stable. And you can use it. And you can especially use it at the end of a phrase. I love to, love to, love to, love to, love to sing. And that's when I pull my belly in, just at the bottom. Good. All right. Back to your guinea pig there. Have a different one. Good. The victim the soloist puts their fists on their pecs, because you're going to use your pecs. You're going to expand them. Fists underneath, and two people on the back if you have a couple. Okay, ready? Breathe in. Feel that expansion, and sing. Keep it out. Release your belly. Now you can pull your belly in from very low if you need to. Right. Good. Great. And one more time. Breathe in. And.
I love to sing.
And no collapsing. No collapsing. No collapsing. And if you need to, way low, pull in down in here. Great. Switch places again.
There you go. I'll just pick a side, any side.
Pecs. Mm-hmm. All right. Under and the back. Ready? Breathe in.
I love to sing.
And then pull in if you need to. Great. And breathe in again. Switch again. I know we have some groups with 5, so we need one more. Double duty. you may have to do it again. All right, ready? Hands on pecs. One person here, one person here, one person or two people in the back. And breathe in, feel that expansion, and go.
I love to sing.
Stay light. Good, and again. And would you repitch us? Thank you. Ready? And breathe in.
I love to sing.
Tongue high. Release your belly. Use your back. Expand in your ribs. Expand in your pecs. And that is support. That's support. Great. It's the use. Very good, Lauren. Thank you. Have a seat. Lauren was indicating to the members around her. That is support. Well done. Good. Now, that is your support system. The back ribs, the side ribs, the pecs. To a certain degree, the belly, but not usually until just a little later. And you keep using this. And why? The diaphragm is attached to the bottom of the ribs. And when we expand those ribs, the diaphragm is pulled flat. And when we expand the ribs, when we use the ribs, our lungs are expanded. Our lungs are glued to the ribs. Our lungs can do nothing. There's no muscle in the ribs, in the lungs. They are completely dependent upon things around them to pull them. Or the diaphragm goes down and the lungs have more room to fill. Great. Good. Now, vocal folds. They're attached at the thyroid cartilage at your Adam's apple, like this, like a little V, and they go backwards. Okay, and we can sing on thin folds and thick folds or varying degrees, and they can come together. It's called adduction, like add, only with one D, and they come together like that. So we're going to do a little glottal. Could you give me a G, Jacqueline? We're going to go. E-A-R-O-O. Try that.
E-A-R-O-O.
Now, do you feel that? Everyone go, uh-oh. And there it is. Ready? And again.
E-A-R-O-O.
Keep your tongue high because the tongue's not singing. One more time. This is. And.
E-A-R-O-O.
Also, keep your jaw loose because the jaw does not sing. This does. And go. That was already better. Now we're going to do aspirate, which is he, he, ha, ho, ho. My tongue went back, so my pitch went down. And try that again. And one more time. Breathe into those three spots. And nice. And the third adduction or onset is smooth. And they just come right gently together, not with a snap, not with a gap, but or sometimes they call it balanced. Ready? And. Good. So it's a smooth adduction. You don't have to hold the note. Do it short, but smooth. And go. Excellent. And we probably use that about 90% of the time in singing. Great. And now let's do, that's the vocal folds. Now we're going to go to the vocal tract. And that is about 7 inches long from the lips to the vocal folds down in your larynx. And 7 inches, we need 7 inches of breath pressure. How many people whistle? Can you whistle? That's a lot of pressure, and that's what it takes. So think of that whistle. That's called semi-occluded vocal tract. And let's give me an A. Let's do viva, viva, vi. high, and that makes that channel very small, up a half step, and again. And sing through that whistle too, and another half step, and. Great. Breathe. And one more. Great. Excellent. There are two parts to the vocal tract, and that's your pharynx, which goes from here to the top of your soft palate. Do you all know where your soft palate is? Not everybody does. I had a student this week, he said, he's been singing for years. And he said, Deb, what's a soft palate? And it's that you slide your finger along your hard palate and it drops into the soft area, and that little uvula that's hanging down, that's the end of the soft palate. And when you raise it, remember that drink of water? We're going to have more room back there. Let's do, what are you doing tonight? Would you give me a D, a low D? What are you doing tonight? When you get to the doing, drink water. And go.
What are you doing tonight?
Nice. Yes.
What
Drink.
are you doing tonight?
Now we want to keep that up all the time. Ready? And.
What are you doing tonight?
Think of the whistle pressure.
What are you doing tonight?
And breathing.
What are you doing tonight?
And one more. Hold it
What
out.
are you doing tonight?
Nice, nice. I mean, there are other parts we can address, the vocal tract. We did a little bit of squealo last week, and I loved it. Someone came up and said after, when do you use squealo? And pretty much all the time. And I got to thinking about that. Well, not always. You might want that squealo, but you might also want less squealo, depending upon the affect of your piece. Great. Let's start with Aunt Sylvia, and let's do all verses. Okay. The one thing I didn't talk about from the very get-go was alignment. Remember how we went from here through your head and then from your nose to the back. Find that cross piece. So, how many things can a body think about at one time? What's the studies show? What, 3 or something, or 4? I don't know. But anyway, do your best. When you think of it, scan it. What makes sense to you? Alignment, breathing, vocal folds, vocal tract. Okay, here we go. And that whistle pressure was beautiful. Align. Bring it. More pressure. More ribs. More ribs. More palate. all the way to a 9. And yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Energize. Back to your ribs. More tongue. More palate. All 3 parts to the breath. And breathe. Now you have to refresh everything. Say you were doing that at energy of 4. Pump it up to 10 and I like that harmony. That's excited. Ribs, ribs, ribs. Palate, palate. Tongue. A little squealo. Quack from here. Realign. Realign. Head taller. Hey, rock and roll the ribs. Stay tall. Stay in character. Yay! Well done. Yeah.
I have 2 questions on the pronunciation. On, what do you call that? Number 9, what do you call it?
Measure.
Number 9, the second verse. Is it late, wie, milde, Kindheit?
It'll be locked.
Locked?
It would be late if it had a double dot on the A. Does that not make sense?
I would say it would be late, but
Because of the meaning?
it's leben, to live, right?
No,
No?
it looks like loud.
It's an A.
It's L-A-B-T, loud.
It means
For you can live with kindness.
right.
It's not a literal translation at all. It's so not a literal translation that Kindheit doesn't mean kindness, it means childhood.
Right.
Okay, I was just wondering about the first.
Well, I mean, a German speaker might, I mean, this edition might be, although, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
And then in measure, on the second page, the 3rd verse, Grenze,
Cranes. Cranes. More of an A. Cranes. And I'm glad you brought that up, Liz, because what we need also, everyone in measure 21, the second verse, I'm hearing Zeus, like the god Zeus, but it's Zeus. A real E, and please err on the side of the E. Zeus. Zeus, it's a U umlaut. And it happens again. Und verweilt in Süße. Süße, not Zeus. And one other thing, in measure 20, first verse, be very careful. There is nothing there. So may we do measures 19, measure 19, top of the second page, first verse, and just put a big X on that first verse at the end of that line. You're not going to sing anything until 21. Try that, please. As they say, no unpaid soloists going here. 3, 4. Stop, stop. Got it. Okay, so make sure you write something to remind yourself. Great, good. Yes.
I find that you have to switch from octave, right, from the C to the high.
Yes.
My voice is a little weird.
Good question. Sometimes when we're low, our vocal folds are too heavy. We're going, does that ever feel kind of like that? So you're going to sing very thin folds. And my palate is about as high as it can get. It's also, I am positioned for the ear, not the das. So everyone, position yourself for the ear, a nice high tongue, high palate, loose jaw. Sing the low note as if you were singing the high note. And go. Is that better? Right. One time I heard an interview by Angel Blue. She sings at the Met, and she loves Disneyland, by the way. She has season pass. Anyway, they interviewed her, and they said, so what about that, high C that's coming up in the third act, second to the last aria? When do you start to prep that? And she said, beginning of the opera. So she kind of knows it's coming, and it just keeps, you don't want to ever, especially in the lower notes, sit and wait them. It's got to be like this direction, not this direction. It's got to be does he this. In fact, we actually should prepare for the ah. Okay, so try that. So have your low C prepped for the high D. All the space, the alignment, the breath. 3, 4. Don't go too low. That was a brilliant question. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know what happened is since you were lighter and already prepped for the ow, on the das and the ear, your alas just shimmered. Did you hear that? Could you tell? Do that again. I know, everyone's busy with stuff. Ready? And. Yes, and you'll stay on pitch. Very good. One other thing in measure 19, make sure the D is on pitch because it's does. We get a little bit of that subglottal. Da, 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 da. Everyone put a D. It's got a moment of pitch. It's not like an L or an M. But da, da, da. Everyone do that, please, on pitch. A little higher. Now, be careful, not da, da, but da, just the tongue. Da, 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 da. Now, sing that whole phrase. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, very beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And you wonder why sometimes with singers you just go, oh, because they're doing all those things, and we have, like, that's what they're doing. Does is kind of interrupts the line. So they know what they're doing. Dang, they're high. They're so good. Come, gentle knight, please. And we'll do that middle section as I promised last week, which I did not send out anything this week, and I apologize. Page 6, thank you. let's start. Let's just sing that together. Note where you have trouble, and then you raise your hand and say, I need help on measure, blah, blah, blah. Okay? We all start on an E. Check your alignment. Check your breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Once more. So seconds, we could use a lot more of you. Seconds, never sing less than a mezzo forte. Ever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Now when you sing out, out, and only your lips, out, rather than out, not the jaw, out. Notice how the changes. Out. You've just changed your vocal tract. Out. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Yes. Yes, very nice. A couple people don't put the M on him. Now, when you did out, it went forward and it kept the line going instead of out, and that drops the line. So all of that's to keep the sense of line and beauty and motion and all that good stuff. Now, same thing with take him, and I would have a higher tone on he, key. I would say key. Notice how high your tongue is. In fact, I usually say have the tongue here, but now I'm saying here's your soft palate. Have the tongue even further forward. Just try it. Ready? 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Off. So I'm going to do a little retard, and then we'll pick the tempo up on garish. So don't slow on garish. Notice the last tempo at 6 is quarter note equals around 72. That's per minute. And then dreamlike, it's a little faster. 80 to 84. Great. May I hear first sopranos at measure 9? 29, measure 29, sorry. Measure 29. Now, again, not such different. Jacqueline, would you address on that, staying on that E?
So.
Right, so what Jacqueline's doing for the YouTube people is this, and the higher you go, the more space you need.
Just keep it really loose.
Yeah, almost no words. Try that, and go. And they're all the same pitches.
So you gotta send air through it though, because it's a little shot. You can't put your hand in front of your face because you're wearing a mask, but shoot your air into your mask or stick your hand up under your mask.
And remember that where we sang into our fingers, into the credit card. Sing right to that edge. Yeah, Susan.
Did you suggest that we sing the and as the pickup also to help us kind of get there?
You can do that. Whatever works for you. Yes, absolutely. Again, you can prep the high note. And he. Ready? 1 and a 1. face of heaven, so fa. And it's fa, fa. Okay? Also, check that alignment. Yeah, because that'll take weight off your larynx. 1 and 1. Much better. Do that again. I hear a little drop sometimes. Stay. Keep that tongue in one position.
And everyone really do go to the ah on the word fine.
And that goes for everybody. Right. And 1. Great. And be careful. The of the is that pitch? Yeah. Yeah, it's pitch. So or don't sing the TH at all. Don't sing it at all. He will make off. Okay, one last time. And 1. Fa. Ribs. Right. Much better. Everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline. And 1. Now, no breath. Pay no worship to. There is a rule, a coach, Maggie Rolfe, that's for my sister in New York, who told me that the dot on a note is the loudest part of the note. So you have pay no worship to. That dot is going to be louder than the note. Let's do that. And pay. And 3. And Yes, yes. Now maybe that might have been a little loud, but I'm really glad to be able to ask you to back off something. That's a conductor always is so happy when you say, yeah, that was too much, instead of, yeah, Susan.
We're kind of losing the E in the second soprano part, that last note where we just go from the D to the E.
Oh, probably because of that
Yeah,
clash.
yeah, so-
Good. Let's do, everyone do garish. And think a big whole step up. Bum, 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 bum. And just drive it. Gar, 3, 4. Yes, and when you match the vowels, it'll sound even better. Do that one more time. And write aw, maybe a backward C. 3, 4. Perfect. Perfect. And that's as loud as it should be, because otherwise it's just kind of major chord. And that is a suspension, a sus chord. And I was just reading, I think it was Teresa Countryman, sent an article about Joni Mitchell. She loves suspended chords like that. Bum, 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 and they usually resolve back down. But she said they're mystical and they're suspended. suspenseful, and then when you go from one sus chord to the next sus chord to the next sus chord, and they don't resolve to the major chord, it's like, yeah. And Carole King used a lot of sus chords. Joni Mitchell said, guys are afraid of them. Good. Let's go on. That was beautiful. For altos, go on. Take, higher tongue. Ready, higher tongue. You need to be set up for him. There's that problem. Take him. And one. Yes. Firsts, seconds and first, altos. Good, now we have to count it, and you need to write in your counting. Write in, take your pencil. Remember, did you read that creed to the conductor? Or the confession? Yeah. One was you without your pencil. All right, so altos. Stars. 1, 2, 3, you go down on 4. Next measure, 1, 2, 3, go down on 4. Next measure, 1, 2, you go up on 3 and down on 4, and then don't move. Okay? Seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, go down on 3. Stars. Stars. We're all starting at the same place. Stars again, seconds. Stars is 1, 2, 3, up on 4. Hold it, 1, 2. Back down on 3, 4. Now here's the problem. 46. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then down on 4. And then sopranos. 1, 2, 3. Jacqueline, would you play with the sopranos? 1 up to, is that a G sharp?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Careful. 2, 3. No. 2. It goes 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So note that. That one time you have to hold it 2 beats. Good. Sopranos, would you sing yours? Soprano 1 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the best thing will be is if we actually count it, because then you will hear your numbers. All right, but we'll do that in a minute. Seconds. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's it. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Would you sing that in number seconds? Measure 46 and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Can you get a little higher with your palate and your breath? And go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And remember, the dot is the loudest, and also the tie is going to be the loudest. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Try that. And 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then hold it. 2, 3, 4. Good. Altos. Would you count it? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Good. Yeah, so you have the easiest one. Lucky you. All counting. And the reason, a good thing to count is, the reason to count is we will hear the numbers. If we have those vague notes, stars, we can't tell, but we will be able to tell when you're saying 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 and together. Ready? There's a suspended chord right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear that nice chord? Now, I didn't hear the altos in measure 46, so I will sing along with you from the beginning again. Measure 44. 44, same place, stars, stars, stars. Counting. Mm-hmm. Ready? Boom, boom. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now, seconds, you've gone to their pitch. Let's just hear the seconds alone. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Keep counting. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Keep counting louder. 3, 4, 1, 2. Yes. Now yours is do, do, da 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 da, boom, boom, do. So you are do. You are the center of the chord. You're the tonic. If you're like this, you're probably on their pitch. Or you're like this, but you're do. So be courageous. From the beginning, the same place, counting. Do. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Do, 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 do. Yes, and it gives it that shimmery sound, that star-like sound. Good. Do that again, please. Seconds, we're going to feature the seconds. You're going to be the soloist. You're going to sing a fortissimo. Everyone else very softly. 1, 2, ready, and. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You hear that cool chord? Yes. Now on stars, but inside your head, and you keep a counting. Okay. Star, 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 with a high tone.
Don't even hint at the R.
Oh yeah, no R. Star, star. All right, here we go. The star. 3, 4. Now listen. Uh-oh. No. Do, do. Yeah, you went down with them. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Good. Let's do that again. Try it again. And altos sing very soft, sopranos one soft. Really loud, forte. And you know what I would like you to do? When you get to 46, actually don't make that dot loud. I want you to eliminate the dot. So we're going to do star, oh, and you're going to bang that star, oh, and you're going to put a rest on that dot. And so we're going to hear that bang out there on the 8th note.
Are you
Ska, oh, ska, 2, oh, ska, oh, 46. Yeah. So do not do the dot. Do not do the dot. Make it a rest.
Still not. It's still the same word.
Ska, oh, oh. Okay. May I hear the seconds do that? 46. And go. Good. Now it's a little, again, we need alignment. We need that resonance. Sta, ah, ah. Okay, ready, and. No, I stop. Stop, rest. Ah. Yes, and again. Right, much better. Good. All right, let's put that together. From 48.4 to, I hope you can even hear all that in YouTube land. It was really good. So we're trying to fine tune this stuff because there's a reason Johnny, what his name is, Priano, wrote it this way because he wanted those shimmers. Otherwise he could have just written major chords, just like Joni Mitchell. She could have, but she didn't. 3, 4. So what I'd like you to seconds to think, Ti-do. Would you sing Ti-do? They're singing T. If you get lost, Ti-do, Ti-do. Just pitch yourself up all the time. One last time. Everyone's quiet, sopranos, maybe even a little thicker, or maybe even thinner, punchy or thin chords. 2, 3, do, and 1. Yay, much better. You hear the little dissonance? Yes, very good. And let's finish this off. Going on, we all start on C. Can you realign? And I would say your alignment right now is maybe an effort of 4. So we're going to pump it up to about 7. Jo Estel, sometimes I study her method. Fran has studied her method. She came up with these effort numbers. And she said, okay, first of all, we have what we call attractor numbers. My attractor alignment is about a 2. So I have to work a little harder to pump it up to a 7 maybe even an 8. And then as we go on in the night or even in a phrase, we're going to go back to our attractor states, just what we used to. So we have to use the effort numbers, check all the time. Are you at a 7? Are you at an 8? Are you back to whatever, a 1? Keep checking, and it's a self-check, okay? Going, yes?
Would you mind playing the alto jump, the altos, the next part? Okay.
Good question. So we're in the key now of C. Bum, 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 bum. It's 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so here we go. And 1, 2. No. And he wrote it a half note for a reason. Otherwise, he would have made it a quarter note. He would have gone and so 1, 2. this. Come. But you have that vocal tract pressurized. You've got ready. Come. Just like a sport. Come. Ready? Tongue high. And breathe. Stop, 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 stop. Let's do that again. May I hear seconds first? Seconds first. Ready? Just for seconds. And. Now, when you go down, come gentle. Those are just frequencies. They're written on a staff. They look like they go down, but they're not. Come gentle. They're just frequencies in your vocal folds and in your vocal tract. Give me a little more whistle pressure in there to keep those frequencies going. And
Is it just more of an ah?
calm.
Because if you go you'll sink.
Ah,
You'll wanna
there's
sing
that
on the second
sinking.
note.
So you can hear Jacqueline's pressure through that. Come. So we're lacking pressure, especially when you go to the M or you use your jaw. Keep that vocal tract. Seconds, show us how it's done, and go. Now, a J sound is a D. It's on pitch. Gentle, N is on pitch. Night of N of night is on pitch. And that goes for everyone. All right, put all of those voiced consonants on pitch. Everyone. 3, 4. Yes. Beautiful. Stop. First. Come loving. And remember, Jacqueline had you come loving. And if you do the L with your tongue rather than your jaw, you'll be ready. Come. Ready? Everyone come law and go. Yes. And on pitch. Effort level. Go. Thin folds, but keep the energy. Yay. Any questions about any of that?
Also, entrances are hard. Oh,
What?
on the section we just did on page 12, that mine has to come in on mine.
Okay.
And even before that, I measured 54. I feel
Okay.
like the altos needed a little pitch help getting those.
54. All right, let's go back to 54 altos. And we were on, let's do the page before. Heaven so, fa. And then you're going to go back to the, well, let's just sing that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And on pitch. Would you sing that worship too again? Worship. And when you go down, remember, it's not down. Worship to, different place. We want to stay in the same vocal tract. 3, and breath pressure, and go. Yes. they just treated it as if it was going this way instead of worship to the. I'm sure I already told you. I had a voice teacher that said, Deb, don't map out the notes for me. May we all do, let's do please, back to measure 49 and ye. And just this wash of color and watercolor and beautiful colors. And 1, 2. Paint. You gotta pick up. You gotta keep going. Everyone do night, please. There's another crunch. Ready? 3, 4. May I hear seconds? Seconds your pitch. Night. Measure 56. Ready? And. Pressure. Yes. Effort level. Good. Now, altos, when you go worship, before you did it beautifully, you went worship to the Ger. That time you went worship to the Ger, and the Ger didn't quite make it. So you've got to get back to that same D that you were on, worship. Everyone, worship. And everyone sing through with that whistle pressure, with that pressure to the fingers. 3, 4. Yes, much better. Good job.
The correct pronunciation for garish?
Garish. 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 Yeah. Great. And any other problems with her? Okay. Okay, great. Let's do a little bit of double, and let's do the verses. And this is measure double, measure 15. Jacqueline, would you mind singing, and I will sort of play it? All right. Double. Good work, very focused work. That was wonderful. So the measure before. Yes, so you'll get it from actually 13, measure 13.
15, page 2.
Yeah, okay, measure, I'm starting with measure 13. They feel so different sometimes. This feels huge to me. I am Next page, 38. Where is this stuff? Yeah.
Page 4.
Measure 38. Ready, and. That whole step was easy because of the context. Dang. Because they're part of the scale. Going on, and. Easy. So you got that. Great. Good. Let's do full. What's that? I looked it up. Let's see. Mom. Which is mummy, maw, golf is throat. What's maw? Meow. Meow.
No, not meow.
Mummy?
Like a mummy.
The mummy of a witch.
That's my guess.
I think Mommy came in, but
Great job. We're going to take a look at a little bit of full fathom 5. Full fathom 5. Going right on with the F's. Now remember this one, soprano 2s are doing the top line, soprano 1s are doing the second line down because it goes, it stays a little higher, and the altos on the bottom. So let us start with, let's just do it on do. Do. Okay. Let's start with the second sopranos. You are the top line. If you want to sing along, please do, or start to read over the words. You can always find something to do and sit tall and check your alignment and your breathing and all of that good stuff. Okay? Do. Okay, ready, and. A line. Keep going. Good enough. For sopranos. 2, 3, 4. Good. Excellent. Altos, you're starting on do, fa, or 1, 4, 3, 4. We're in the key of G. And I would always say to my kids, G, I'm sharp. Okay, so you're starting on 1, 4, 3, 1, 4. Here we go, and octave. Back up. Oh, that's good enough. Great. Let's put that together.
That undo or on the word?
Undo. Let's do an undo. So why don't we give the first, the alto note, the second note on the G, and then the first sopranos. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. fantastic. And yes, there were maybe some, where does that go? But that was good, and he changes key, and we know that he changes key by those little accidentals, like at the bottom line, you see all of a sudden, well, measure 8, second sopranos, you have a C sharp. That means we're probably starting to head to D, which we sort of touch on. Good. Try some words. Yeah.
Before we do it, could you just play the first soprano from measure 10, 11, and 12?
Sure. 10, let's see, 10 will be the second line down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You're first. I'm sorry. Yeah, the middle line.
Yeah, that's okay. 1,
No, who was speaking? 1.
half step. And now we're in the key of D. Yeah, yeah. Great, good. Let's sing that first. Again, when you get high, ba da, and 1. Right, so between a B and a C sharp, that's a whole step. And make sure it's a big one, a big one. Very good. Any questions before we go back? Any measures you want to do? Just like, yeah,
Like
Lauren.
that same area for the altos would be helpful.
Great. Measure 10.
Yeah.
Would you just play it, Jacqueline? And F natural. Up. Octave. Okay. Altos, would you sing that? Starting with measure 10. And. Excellent. And once more, check your alignment. Because we want to take the weight off our larynxes, laryngi, and then use your ribs instead. 3, 4. Good. So that's softer. There's that half step. Da, da, da. And then whole step. Boom, 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 boom. Try that again. And go. Yes, very good. Everybody, can we do seconds? Let's do your measure 10 and 1. Try that again, and now that we know where we are, and 1. Yes, something rich, something, that nice loose jaw that Jacqueline was demonstrating that. Good, let's put that together. So altos, you begin, and first you're going to be an octave above them, boom, and you'll be a fifth above them, and 3, 4. And hang on, so they're going to start, so you have that nice rest, and altos, and again with a little more gusto. Why not? Altos and excellent. How pretty. Great. From the beginning. One, two, oh, check alignment. Yep. Check your breathing. Ah, she just won't let it go. I know, because I'm real sloppy and I have a lot of vocal work to do, so you have to be at it all the time. Think Steph Curry. One, two, three, four. If you would, between measure 9, 10, 11, and 12, try not to have a break. So you can either do a slur from change to into, or put NB, which means no breath. Because we want to say, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange, rather than, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange.
Also, do we want to have no breath between pearls that were his eyes?
Definitely. So those are pearls that were his eyes.
And Alpha's like basically lost measures.
What happened in measure, I think 5 is you just didn't count long enough. Yeah.
I think we missed the jump to his bones, the octave, and then we never really recovered. And I
Okay, we'll do it again. Maybe even 2 more times. Maybe even 3. Yes, Susan.
We're concerned about holding the breath through that whole phrase, but to suffer a sea change into something.
What you do is you stagger breathe. And that's the glory of, I have one bass in this chamber choir, and Jerry can't stagger breathe. So you can stagger breathe. Now when I was in Philharmonia, Kathy would say, I'm breathing here. And we went, okay. And we knew to breathe somewhere else. I mean, that's just what you do. So sometimes there's a couple places, but suffer a C, each, you could breathe after C. I like to choose places to stagger breathe where there's no consonant, where you have a vowel. C, E, change into some. Maybe someone can breathe after 2. Maybe someone can breathe after. It's too kind of early, but you could do but doth suffer C change into sa thing, or maybe sa thing, but you can't put the M on. You can't go some thing. So wherever you decide to breathe, do not put the consonant on. Let us start, please, measure 8. Measure 8. And then we'll go back and catch that altos. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. So soprano 2s, you're going up. Nothing of him that doth fade. Okay, try that. 3, 4. Nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into at the very end. Good, same thing. This time we're going to feature the altos. Everyone else sings softly, but with breath pressure, that whistle. 3, 4. Beautiful. Oh my God, that was fabulous. Beautiful. Now we get to feature the second, same thing. Start to memorize. All right, everyone else soft. Measure 8, 3, 4. Whistle pressure. Excellent seconds. Excellent, because you had breath pressure and it kept the pitch up. Fantastic, and it kept the line going. First turn. Everyone else quietly. Little opera singers there. 3, 4. Let's see. Just play that first. So get that skip, yeah. And you're below the second, so hang on to it. I know first sopranos aren't used to being under anybody. Ready? And 3, 4. First by yourself. Okay, 3. So start high. 3, 4. And back up. 1. And I think you're okay. Be careful. Okay. Everyone again from the 8. 3, 4. It's too delineated, again, as Jacqueline said, into something. And when we, I don't know if we've done a little bit of myroning, where you siren and mouth it, like everyone do, let's do an NG, and give me a pitch jump, yeah. Again. Now I'm going to myron it, which is mouth and siren, and I'm going to go lee la lee la lee, but I'm going to go. Everyone. Now where is the L happening? Oh no, let's do lee, lo, lee, lo, lee. So you have to move your lips and your tongue. Try that. You should still do You still have the NG back there. And again. No, I don't want to hear lee, lo, lee. An NG through the whole thing. And. So what do you notice where your E, your L happens and your O happens? Notice it doesn't go. I can do. So I can do the whole thing on an NG, and myroning means you're mouthing it here. Your articulators are here, not in your jaw. So, soprano ones, may I hear your line from measure 10, and do a little more myroning up in here. and you're gonna make your sound from your larynx. But your articulation is a little more here. And I think the line is through the chink in the wall, which I believe is Midsummer Night's Dream. So you're going to make your little chink in the wall, and you can get very fussy, and they will understand your words without chewing. Good. Measure 10, and 1. That was much better. It was much better. The sound continued, and we mouth from here. I like to say in front of the plate glass windows here, right in there. Good. Let's do it from the very beginning of the piece. And we're going to stumble through to the very end. 3, 4. Good, let's get that second sopranos loudly. So there's your G, you are on tonic, bum, 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 bum. Ready, 3, 4. And just sing duh, duh, with a high tone. Duh, not ding. Ding, dong. Would you all do that? Duh, and go. Dog. Yeah, so, and your high one, see, first, I can't even sing that high, but I had the right shape, and it kind of came out. You're going to sing daw, not ding, right?
A little bit of E.
Maybe. If you can do an E in your tongue, but not here, ding. So if you can do a little E in your tongue, that would be great. So try that, sopranos on the high G, and first, and go. Try a little more, do a Karen Anderson fraction vowel. We're going to do a little bit of E with an aw underneath it. Try that, and go. Now, I'm still getting it right in here, a little ding, so make sure this is narrow and relaxed. And use your ribs. Go. That's better. Yeah, because we don't want to do any of that, because that will, it ruins the vocal tract. The vocal tract goes like this. We've got 7 inches going like this, and if we start to do this, it pulls it out of shape. That's why we keep that. Great. Good. Take a moment, a quick moment, to say hi to someone you've never said anything to before in your life. And YouTubers, go get a drink of water and stretch. You've been sitting behind your computer. Thank you.
Everybody sing this intro, and we can divvy, I mean, we can sort it out later, but everybody learn it. Okay? Check your alignment.
Look at that. Oh, hey.
Here we go.
a different line. I'm looking.
All right,
I thought,
ready?
You're on
Everyone,
measure time.
behind the garden wall, and go. Measure 5, and go higher, pretty high seconds, and back to the beginning. Go. But now, alto 2s, you're singing, good night, I love you, honey, and then, oh, what the heck? Good night, I love you, honey, love you the best of, and then way up. Honey, 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 honey. May I have the second altos? Starting at measure 10. 10. 3, 4.
good night, I love you, honey. Good night, I love you, honey. Love you the best of. Honey, 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 honey.
Yes, good. May I have alto 1s and 2s? Measure 10. Remember, alto 1s, you're below them. Measure 10. Here's the second altos. First altos, you're below. That's that D7 chord. 3, 4.
Good night, I love you. Good night, I love you. I love you the best of all.
And first altos.
Are we not doing, what
No, this
measure
is
is
the
this?
second ending.
Are we going straight to that, or is that just right
Well,
now?
for now,
Okay.
yeah, so we're just doing the second ending, yeah. Everyone, let's do the measure 10, second ending.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Here's the second altos. First altos. Good, good. 3, 4.
Good night, I love you. Good night, I love you. I love you the best of all.
Slide up. And here's your and go. It's har, har. Everyone say har with your lips. Har, har, har. Not har with the jaw. Har, har. And keep your tongue pretty much the same place, so it's not going to go har, 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 har. Maybe do har.
Debbie, get up. Are we doing it with an American T, or are we doing get up or get up?
Oh, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Good question. Good. Let's start with get up. The Deep River Boys. The Deep River Boys are. So, ready, and.
Get up, 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 get
sopranos. 2, 3, 4.
Listen to the lark, hark, hark, the lark.
Very good, very good. Second sopranos, second altos. 2, 3, 4. Block. Now, first altos, second altos. This is the hard part. 2, 3, 4.
Hark, 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 hark. Listen to the lark, hark, hark, the lark.
Yes. All right, everybody. So yours is tonic. Yours is T-do. Just like in all those other chords. 2, 3, 4. Careful, not harp, 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 harp. It was a beautiful sound you made a few minutes ago. And
Hark, 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 hark. Listen to the lark, hark, hark, the lark.
very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Good, that's all we're going to do on that. Moving right on. Hey, ho for a husband. A line, a little breath pressure in your 7 inches of vocal tract. Tongue high to create the vocal tract. 2, 3, 4.
There was a lady other day whose science are not aught, and she said flowers might have their way, but maidens they might not. For 18 years have passed, she said, since I for song was born. And if I live and I am made, all these were sworn.
Yes, now be very careful. Second, came in great. It was just too low. So when they go, go back up. Yeah, go back up. Great, great, good. We haven't done this section. Great. Let's do that. Just a couple things again. Very, very carefully. What word? Mother. Forsworn. Yeah, forsworn. Maybe start page 14. Measure, pick up to measure 13 with the altos. And everybody does that octave lead. Remember thinner folds. 1, 2, 3.
And if I live and I am made,
measure bottom system. 3, 4.
I will have a husband, be he old or young.
Right, so you can hear Jacqueline continuing through because she always has pressure and breath. Always that breath to the fingers. So do that with Jacqueline. 24, 3, 4.
I will have
Pressure.
a husband, be he old or young.
Gorgeous. Everybody measure 23, starting with the first sopranos. 3, 4. Sorry. I have measure.
We don't have measure.
All right. Where the sopranos come in, the first measure is 20 on page 15.
I don't see the measure.
We're writing them in.
Write them in. Write them in. Measure 20, and then 21, and then 22, and then 23. Sometimes it's good to have measure numbers in hard spots. So the spot where the sopranos come in first is 23, and the bottom is 24. Thank you. And don't you know that when I played for BCCO, I had to mind read Arlene Sagan because I thought, okay. and conductors are always like, well, can't you find it? I know what it is. Okay. So you can always stop me. First sopranos, go.
I will have a husband.
Now, may I Oh, thank you, it should be flat.
The E flat in that.
Thank you. Does that make sense, everybody? May I hear the altos sing that? 2, 3. You got it, you got it, you got it. Sopranos, would you sing your A ding and you'll come in? And, sorry. So we're gonna start at measure, the top of the page, third measure with the first sopranos. 1 and 2. Excellent. One last time, ding a ding a ding. Isn't it almost spring? Perfect.
Deb?
Yes.
We're missing, in the second to the last measure, when we go from the G to the F. We're missing that.
There's no F.
We're singing straight.
It's a G.
Should be a G instead of an F.
To a D to a D, I mean, G to an F to an F.
Yeah, this is why we
No,
corrected it.
yeah.
Oh, I have two versions. Oh, okay, right, yeah.
It's fine, that's fine. Yep, yep. Let's stand. Very quickly, first verse, here we go. 1 and go. Yay, yay, yay. Wonderful job. Wonderful. Wow, give yourselves a hand. And thank Jacqueline. And I'm going to, I'll stop this. And if there's anybody here on Zoom and you would all come over and say hi, if there's any